Okay, does that work now? Let's see. Okay, does that work now? Yes, okay, I can hear myself. Okay. I heard myself. Yay. Okay. Alright. I'm not going to close this out and reopen it. Welcome to a brand new season. Take two. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new season of Wrestling Prime. I am your host, Tom Dog, and thank you for allowing me to come into your home. Got a brand new season of Wrestling Prime, and to kick it all off, we're going to be talking about the Royal Rumble that's happening this week. That's going to happen this weekend. What my predictions are going to be for each of the matches that are scheduled, and then of course the Royal Rumble matches themselves. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Who's going to be the last man standing in the Royal Rumble matches? What are the surprises? It's going to be interesting and amazing, and so I apologize for the pantomime introduction before the microphone. So yeah, I do apologize for that. So this is going to be very interesting. I know last season we only did 9 episodes. That's kind of my fault. I'm going to try to do some more videos of some more episodes of Wrestling Prime this year. Not try to procrastinate on that. Also, I got some other projects that I want to do for this show in particular. Kind of like what I used to do back in my cable access days when I was doing Wrestling Prime, and we had a lot of fun with that, and I want to continue that tradition, and we are going to run with it, so to speak. So got a new backdrop, got an updated logo look and everything like that, and it's going to stand out nicely. I'm sure. But yeah, we got ourselves one hell of a show here and everything. As before, there's not going to be as much strong language as say Channel X, but it is what it is. So before we get started, once again, thank you for allowing me to come into your home, and welcome. And for those who are new, quick apology too. While we have the camera rolling and everything like that, on Friday's show of Channel X, it cut off at the end, so I do apologize for that. Ran into some weird problem. It like automatically cut out. Ran into some distortion. Wasn't my fault this time. This was all the weather's fault from outside. Kind of knocked the power out a little bit, so that's pretty much what happened. So yeah, like I said, it is what it is. And let's bring an X Block over here. Bring him a little bit closer so that he can get into the shot there. There you are. I gotta fix him up. He needs a good fixing. He needs a good fixer upper. So, alright, before we get started, This episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. You can trade in your old video games and consoles, from retro video games, accessories, and systems. There's also DVD box sets and Blu-rays. You can also trade in your sports cards and novelty items, as well as wrestling collectibles and autographed items spanning from sports, wrestling, and actors. If you happen to be in the Connecticut area and you want to check out everything more about it and this wonderful, amazing store, they have some wonderful, wonderful wrestling merchandise for you to pick up. Some action figures, some pop vinyls, whatever it is to your liking. They have it, and you will enjoy it. And not to mention, they also have a list of events that they have going on. And if you want to know where the direction, if you want to get directions and find out all the information you need to know on the list of events they have going on, you can check out their website at mjvideogamesandcollectibles.com. Northeast Wrestling is coming back to Waterbury. There's going to next Friday night. There's going to be some wrestling in my neck of the woods, and got a lot of names over there and everything, including Vincent from Ring of Honor. He's going to be there, as well as some others. I think Jerry the King Lawler will also be there as well. Tickets start at $25. You can check that out over at Northeast Wrestling. Check out northeastwrestling.com, I believe it is. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. So a big shout out to everybody over at Northeast Wrestling. So northeastwrestling.com. And if you also happen to be in the Connecticut area, over on the Berlin Turnpike, there's a Hooters over there, and you get to hang out and watch Royal Rumble with WWE Hall of Famer Road Warrior Animal. So he's going to be there. He's going to be hanging out, take pictures, sign autographs, and everything. You don't want to miss out on it. If that's your thing, definitely don't want to miss out on that. So if you're in the Connecticut area, go down to the head on down to the Berlin Turnpike. He's going to be there. You're going to love it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Manchester. I believe Manchester, Connecticut. So, but yeah, he's going to be there. I'm just excited because Wrestling Prime is back, brand new season, got the Royal Rumble predictions, and I'm drinking hot cocoa. So, anyways, without further ado, let's get on to the prediction, to our prediction show, and we're gonna do we're gonna start off with the matches, and then get into the Royal Rumble matches itself. And there may be some surprise entrants in there. So those who are keeping count, there may not be 30 participants that I pick. So this list is I'm getting this list by usatoday.com, and that was like the only place I can look for it. So if there's any participants that I did leave out, please note that they're either they could be surprise entrants, or they just haven't added it to the list. So there could be one of those two. And I'm looking at the Women's Royal Rumble entrance, and it's not a big list. So, which means that there could be some superstars that haven't been mentioned yet, and or there could be some surprise entrants. So yeah, just putting it out there. So. Okay, so yeah. There's 27 entrants in the Men's Royal Rumble that has been announced. So it could leave 3 potential surprise entrants open, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Right now, let's go to these matches. Starting off with Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan in a strap match for the Universal Championship. Interesting match between those two. My prediction is that I don't think Daniel Bryan's going to come out the victor in this one. Strap matches are very lethal, are brutal. If you look back at some of the some past strap matches before, this could be right up Bray Wyatt's alley. So this is going to be a very interesting match, to say the least. And so we will see what happens. But yeah, I think Bray Wyatt's going to come out the victor in that one. Okay, so the Becky Lynch will be defending her Raw Women's Championship against Asuka. It's going to be a classic match, but I think Becky might come out the victor in this one. I think because from what I heard, Ronda Rousey is going to be making her is scheduled to make her return. She made her there was an announcement that she signed another deal with she signed a new deal with WWE. I'm not sure if it's a multi-year. That I'm not sure, but it has been confirmed that Ronda Rousey is coming back. So so they might be setting up something for her and Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. So, but I'm gonna get to that when we get to the Royal Rumble. But that's why I think Becky Lynch is gonna win. Oh, excuse me. And then on the SmackDown side, Bayley's going to be defending her championship against Lacey Evans. This is going to be a classic match. I haven't really seen these two fight each other before, so it's going to be very interesting to see how these two are going to function as a how they're going to mesh well in the ring. So I think that Bayley's going to come out the winner in that one, and you may eventually see Charlotte Flair go on and face her at WrestleMania. Up next for the U.S. Championship, Andrade will be defending that title against Humberto Carrillo. And that's going to be a classic match. I'm not sure if it's going to be on the main, card, but I mean, it's possible. But I think Andrade is going to win that one. I think. Maybe possibly leave that open for for Andrade to defend that championship at WrestleMania against Ricochet. That could be a possibility. Roman Reigns taking on Baron Corbin in a Falls Count Anywhere match. This is going to be a brutal match. These Falls Count Anywhere matches are very brutal. They're actually one of my favorite matches. And this is going to be it's going to be pretty brutal between these two. But I think Roman Reigns is going to come out the victor in this one. I believe. And then match that, to be honest with you, I'm not really interested in seeing. Most likely it's probably going to be on the kickoff show. And that's Shorty G versus Sheamus. And that's going to be a squash match. That's going to be a 5-second squash. Sheamus is going to win, hands down. So it's going to be one-sided, and no one's going to give a shit. Excuse my French, but nobody's going to care. So Shorty G is going to lose that one. Sheamus is going to be the victor, and I'm probably going to give this a a low rating. So be prepared. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not going now. Even though it's going to be on Sunday night, I'm going to be doing my results either on Monday or on Tuesday. I'm going to get all the notes together, and I'm going to do it that way. So just bear in mind that I'm going to be delaying the I am going to be delaying the results show. So my review, sort of. I'm going to go to the men's Royal Rumble last because of the fact that the women's Royal Rumble entrant is a very short list. There's, from what it looks like, there's only 7 on this list from what I'm reading. More names will probably be showing up, but again, keep in mind that this is the list that I have. So if there's any others that I may have missed, that's not on here, comment down below, and I will graciously thank you for it, and as well as apologize. So, but the names that is on this list is the following: Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, Sarah Logan, Natalya, Carmella, and Dana Brooke. Now, having said that, going back to my match, during my match with Becky Lynch, I think Asuka's partner will probably show up in this match, maybe. And I forgot her name, and I'm sorry for it. This is going to be an episode of apologies. I really am. But she was also recently she almost got killed. So there was an incident that happened, and she almost got shot. So yeah, it was I forgot her name. I think it was Kairi Sane. Yeah, she was Kairi Sane. She was there was some incident, and she just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. And so yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if she winds up being in the Royal Rumble match. I want to see Nia Jax come back. We haven't seen Nia Jax in a long time. I know she's been injured, so it's possible she could come. That she could come back. Not to mention we got Trish Stratus will probably make a surprise return. I would like to see a lot more. And everything. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if Becky Lynch. I mean, not if Ronda Rousey. Oh, yeah, go ahead. You can. Yeah, you can sub. Yeah, let's go ahead and lay the smackdown on that subscribe button. Go for it, Bill. Well, it wasn't really murder. It was more like she was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. All right. Thank you for the sub there. Welcome to the Brill Pro family there, Bill. Welcome aboard. So yeah. So yeah, Ronda Rousey has there was some news going on that she is going to make a return to the WWE. It's possible, hasn't been said yet, but it is possible that she could be making a return in the Royal Rumble as a surprise entrant. No, because as of right now, there has been no word on as to what she is doing. But being a surprise entrant, I wouldn't be surprised if she came in as a surprise entrant and wins the Royal Rumble. It happened once before when John Cena was a surprise entrant and won the Royal Rumble. So it is possible that it could happen here at this year's Women's Royal Rumble. So I would like to see that. It's possible, like I said, Nia Jax could come back. I don't know if she's medically cleared to compete. Nothing has been said. I haven't really heard anything and all that. I should probably send out a tweet because of the fact that, I'm a fan. I happen to be a Nia Jax fan. I wouldn't be surprised if Lana shows up in this match. I really wouldn't mind, especially with the storyline that they're doing, I believe, with Mandy Rose or something like that. I think it's Mandy Rose. David, what do you say about that? Because I know you're watching. I forgot her name too. Like I said, this is going to be a night of apologies, so I'm just like all over our place. And I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I plus also I probably wouldn't mind seeing some some NXT superstars show up too. Oh, Liv Morgan. Thank you, David. Yeah, Liv Morgan might even show up too if we see Lana show up in this match as well too. So it is possible. So because they're going to be continuing the feud that's the most despised. So got some interesting names. Definitely. So my prediction of the Women's Royal Rumble winner, if Ronda Rousey does show up, I believe that it might be her. That's my prediction. However, if she does not show up, my other prediction is that Charlotte Flair will win, so that she would go on to face Bayley at WrestleMania. So like I said, it is possible. Okay, on to the Men's Royal Rumble. Now, this is a very interesting one because Brock Lesnar is showing up on there. All right, what I'll do is that after this, yeah, what I'll do is that I will go ahead and sub yours right immediately following this episode. All right, so I will. So I got your back. So you're in good hands. So Tom Dog is your hookup. Holla if you hear me. So all right, yeah, I know. I kind of butchered the Scott Steiner promo, but hey, he's nowhere to be found. So he kind of ruined his opportunity being into the WWE Hall of Fame slash a possible return to WWE action. I'm just saying. But I am hearing rumors that he might show back on he might show up on AEW. If not, he may make a return to TNA. Okay, so this is a very confusing one right here. As far as the men's Royal Rumble is concerned, because Brock Lesnar is coming in at number 1. Personally, I kind of wish that he would put the title on the line in the Royal Rumble match, kind of like what they did with Roman Reigns. I pretty much want to see that, but whatever. But it is what it is, as we always say here. But to be quite honest with you, it's going to be very interesting to see who throws out Brock Lesnar. And thank you, David, for pointing that out. That whoever eliminates Brock Lesnar is the one that Brock Lesnar goes after at WrestleMania. So it's possible. So it could be interesting to see what happens. So like I said, Brock Lesnar is going in number 1. Other participants include Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, Eric Rowan, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Elias, King Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Otis, Tucker, Rusev, Bobby Lashley, Aleister Black, Buddy Murphy, Braun Strowman, Shinsuke Nakamura, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, Kofi Kingston, Big E, R-Truth, John Morrison, and The Miz. So, very good list. There are 3 names that are open for possible surprise entrance. There has been a rumor flying around that Edge may come back into this because for what I heard, he has a medical clearance to compete. We don't know if it's going to be an official return or just a one-shot deal. I honestly do not know, but nonetheless, it's possible that, it is possible that Edge could come back. Also, another rumor has been floating around, and there has been a leak. It could be a possible spoiler that um, that a former WWE superstar, um, Santino Marella, might has been reported heading to Houston, which is where um, Houston is going to be at, and it's possible that Triple H may step in. Um, Hell, maybe even Shawn Michaels because he's going to be because they're going to be in Houston. Maybe even Booker T. So it is possible to see what could happen. Um, there could be some last minute changes for whatever reason it could happen. So um, I personally would love to see CM Punk make a surprise entrant. Um, I hope Kofi Kingston gets number 30. That would be awesome. I would I would I would love I would actually love to see that. Um, and but yeah, I think it'll be very interesting to see. But um, but yeah, Brock Lesnar. But yeah, Brock Lesnar to say, for him to be an entrant, I don't mind him being in the Royal Rumble. I just don't want him to win it. There's also another rumor because I'm also hearing that Cain Velasquez may show up at this Royal Rumble too to eliminate to maybe have one more match with Brock Lesnar and possibly at WrestleMania. So that is a rumor. So Cain Velasquez can probably go on to win, go on to throw out Brock Lesnar. So, like I said, there's many possibilities, many predictions to go on. But if I were a betting man, which I know I'm not, um, I would say like maybe a surprise entrant would, if Velasquez is going to be in this Royal Rumble as rumored, um, it's possible that he could go on to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. However, I don't think that he's going to be the one to win the Royal Rumble. Um, what I think that I want to see Kofi Kingston be the one to eliminate. I also want to see Kofi Kingston be the one to eliminate Cain Velasquez. Brock Lesnar. I want to see Kofi so that he goes on to fight Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania to get that rematch that he so rightfully deserves, and I want to see that happen. Um, but again, if I were a betting man, and I know that I'm not, I think that um, I can see Randy Orton possibly winning this Royal Rumble and possibly facing Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania to have one more to have one more match, to have one more title um to include in his selection collection. It could be a possibility. I'm even hearing that Braun Strowman may win it. Hey, I would not mind. It's possible. But but not none of them are going to eliminate Brock Lesnar. I think if Cain Velasquez is being in the Royal Rumble, he's going to be the guy to eliminate Brock Lesnar, and they go on to fight each other at WrestleMania. However, if if Velasquez don't show up at this year's Royal Rumble, I think Kofi Kingston's going to be the one to that eliminates Brock Lesnar. So like I said, we'll see what happens. So this is going to be a very confusing, interesting Royal Rumble, to say the least. And it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens, because I want to see, because I'm more looking forward to seeing this match more than any other match that's on the card, if you could say that, So, but I don't know. So it's going to be very interesting. It really is going to be interesting. So yeah, some surprise entrants. Like I said, I would not mind seeing CM Punk show up. I mean, that would be a good thing. I mean, he's already back with the WWE because of the fact that he's on the Fox Sports channel, because he's doing that show with I think it's The Bump, I think it is. So yeah, it's very interesting to see what happens, but this is going to be, I always look forward to the Royal Rumble pay-per-views and everything, and this by far is a very interesting one. But like I said, many possibilities on who could win the Royal Rumble. But Brock Lesnar, I wish that the title was up for grabs. I kind of wish that the title was up for grabs. It would make it a lot more interesting and a lot more easier. That whoever's left standing is the world champion. I think that would have been a lot better, because so many of these guys could easily eliminate Brock Lesnar because of that huge target. I mean, it is possible that Brock Lesnar could win and just pick an opponent and be like, "Oh, I'm not going to fight at WrestleMania." Do that whole thing like that. If that happens, I'm like, really, I'm just like fed up with Brock Lesnar. I want him to fight. It's just so annoying, because I want to see Brock Lesnar defend that championship every single month. And it's like, what's the sense of even having the title if he's just going to show up whenever he feels like it? So, I'm just saying, he doesn't need to have a title. He doesn't need it. There's even rumors flying around that Undertaker may show up and throw out Brock Lesnar. I mean, to be quite honest with you, as much as I would love to see that happen, see that rematch at that WrestleMania rematch, only this time with the belt, between Lesnar and Undertaker. I really don't think that a title should be put up for grabs. I'm just saying. Undertaker doesn't need another championship to prove himself. So, I'm just saying. But yeah, this is going to be like I said, this is going to be a very interesting pay-per-view, and I'm actually looking forward to it, and I'm actually really looking forward to it. And by the way, Bill, I went ahead and subscribed to your channel. So didn't want you to think I forgot about you. So, all right. So, that's pretty much all the time I have for today. I know I was pretty much all over the place. I know I was all over the place with this prediction episode and everything, and I was doing more apologies than I was predicting. So, but anyways, that's all the time I have for today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. If you missed any of tonight's episode, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. If you're new to this channel, you could be a champion like Bill and hit that like button. Comment down below on your thoughts and predictions on who's going to win the Royal Rumble. I would like to know your thoughts and opinions, so write them down below. So go ahead and type away down below. And if you're new to this channel, leave a like, leave a comment, ringy dingy that bell, so that ring the bell to stay notified and be a champion like Bill and lay the smackdown on that subscribe button. We will see you all again. We will see you all here again on our review of the Royal Rumble. So, like I said, keep in mind, I'm gonna be watching it all. Normally, when I do these, I jot it all down and then I immediately turn on the camera. However, I'm gonna be watching the pay-per-view late because I'm gonna be extremely busy. And by that, I'm gonna be working. So, so as soon as I finish getting down all the notes and doing all that, I'm going to turn on the camera, get that all taken care of, and then I will leave my review out to you. With that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in. Till next time, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace.